Oh, look, and it's already stuck. It's absolutely no ground clearance at all. Quite nippy though. Yeah, this is the first time I've had it out. Been under my bed for a year. I knew I wanted one for the body, but I also didn't want to spend big bucks upgrading it. But I just sold a truck and that's paid for me to upgrade this. So I'm just waiting on all the parts. But there is the WPL D12. Got the controller there as well. I don't pretend to know anything about the WPLs. I'll be honest, I've tried to avoid them really. I prefer the professional grade stuff, but they have definitely upped their game, and they're definitely improving. And this is a cool little truck. So yeah, almost a bit of a drift there. And now I'm stuck. Alright there guys, just on the old crawler course with the D12. Don't know why I'm bothering, because it's clearly not even going to do anything. It struggled in the car park over there as you saw. So, but we'll try and find somewhere flat for it. As you can see, it's got absolutely no ground clearance whatsoever. It's the original D12. I don't know a lot about them really. I pre-ordered it over a year ago and it's sat under my bed ever since. So, but yeah, we'll see what it can do before I upgrade it. But yes, let's give the old D12 a bash on it. That's a cracking start. Okay. Well, it's going well. See, it's just about how you drive it. It gets hung up on absolutely everything. It's not easy trying to do it one-handed while I video as well, but we're doing our best. Go on, little truck. Oh, he's getting a bit brave there, I think. And that's the first look at that, eh? First crash and it's landed on its roof. But it is completely and utterly stuck. It's on a blade of grass, which is extremely difficult for it. So as you can see, the D12 gets hung up on pretty much everything, not capable of climbing the smallest inclines. It just hasn't got enough ground clearance, so thought I'd go back to the road and the car park to have a play. So it's at this point that I actually realised that the WPL D12 has like two throttle responses, almost acts like a gear. So I've had it stuck in the low setting as that's the default, but I use it to get out of this little bit of mud and water, and it adds a massive feature to the truck because suddenly it comes alive a lot more. Obviously it does jump around, bump around over the terrain, but it's definitely a lot more responsive, so that was really good. So here I've got an image that shows two arrows, the red arrow pointing to a button which increases the steering trim and how fast it moves and how far it moves over, and the blue arrow which is the button for the throttle response. So if you press this you'll get basically full throttle, and on the standard mode is half throttle. I think that's the easiest way to put it, but it makes a huge difference to how the truck reacts. So the more I drove this truck, the more I fell in love with it. I always wanted one. I love how it looks. Didn't think I had high expectations for it. I probably shouldn't have expected it to do any trail running or even minimal crawling, which I was a bit disappointed with. But once I found some flatter terrain, a bit of water and a bit of mud, I had a great time just drifting this around and slipping and sliding, and that's with a completely standard truck. So I definitely think this is worth a buy for pretty much anybody, whether you're doing trail running or you do drifting or you just want to add another RC to your collection. I mean, obviously I'm a hardcore RC crawler fan and scale trucks and trail running, but this thing is brilliant, and it's for what you pay. It's definitely money well spent in my view. It's a great little truck. It brings so much joy, and I think for so many people it captures what people started RC for. It's just fun, it's lively, it's a great little truck. It offers so many possibilities of what you can do with it, how you can modify it. It's cheap, and it's just so much fun. Unless you're into RCs, I don't think I can describe it, but you know, I run £1,000 trucks and I love them, but there's something about this toy grade WPL D12 that is just absolutely brilliant. Highly recommend this to anyone.